Hey, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name's Amanda. I like to show people how to start cooking without needing a recipe every time. Today, you really won't need a recipe. This is a super quick dinner for when your kids are hungry and you just need to get something fast in the oven. So, well, let's get started. All right, so tonight's dinner really couldn't be more simple. It's basically barbecue sausage that we do in the oven. So I've got my trusty cookie cake here that I'm going to line with foil. So that way, when dinner's all done, cleanup will be a breeze. Okay, so first things first, kielbasa sausage. Usually I use like a turkey sausage, but they didn't have turkey sausage today at the store, so I'm just saying, we'll go with pork. But whatever your favorite of this type of sausage or sausage links, you know. And I've got a family of 4, so we typically, will eat about half of a sausage each, sometimes a little bit less, depending on how hungry everyone is. And so I just cut it into 4 pieces, and then I cut a split down each one, making sure it's on the flat side. So like you don't want to cut it here and then it'll roll, because on the cookie sheet, we're gonna stuff some of these with cheese to make it extra delicious. Probably gonna stuff about half of them because not everybody wants the cheese. And all right, well, let me get these on the cookie sheet. So you don't need to like grease your cookie sheet. I'll show you. I'll move this out of the way in just a second. You don't need to grease your cookie sheet or anything because the sausage itself has enough fat. They're not gonna stick. I've got my oven on pretty hot. It's 425 degrees. And that's because I'm making tater tots with this dish tonight. And the tater tots wanted 425, so that's what the oven is. All right, I'm also making roasted Brussels sprouts, which is my favorite vegetable these days. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands. So, I don't know, I feel like all I talk about these days is Taekwondo, but my kids just got back from Taekwondo. It was my turn to actually take them tonight, but it was an early class, and now I'm trying to get dinner quick. So this is something I actually ate when I was a kid, and so it was kind of fun to make it for my kids too. So I'm just cutting, this is sharp, extra sharp cheddar for that like really punch of flavor. But whatever your favorite cheese is, honestly, is gonna work. I went ahead and got a clean knife and a clean cutting board because I'm not gonna use all this cheese and I didn't wanna get sausage. So let me see if I can show you what I'm doing here. And basically where I split it open, I'm just stuffing cheese down in a couple of these. So like I said, I think I'm just gonna do half of them. I talk a lot about, eating whole real foods. That's why a lot of times I use turkey sausage, because it's not, it's just a different type of meat. But I wouldn't necessarily eat pork and cheese all in the same meal, just because I don't count calories, but I'm aware of the calories that I take. So tonight is definitely a little bit more of a high caloric meal. I'm roasting my vegetables with bacon. I've got tater tots, and then I've got pork sausage with cheese, and then, barbecue sauce that has a lot of sugar in it. But I don't eat it like this every night. So, all right. So I'm gonna do this for half of them, and I'm gonna stick this in the oven, but I'm not gonna put the barbecue sauce on yet because the barbecue sauce will burn if you cook it for as long as the entire sausage needs to cook. It's a very fast cooking meal. They only take like maybe 10 minutes. I don't even remember because I haven't timed it in a while, so I'll try to pay attention to that. But I'm gonna pop these in the oven and I'll show you what they look like before we add the barbecue sauce. All right, so they've been in like right around 10 minutes. And the cheese is starting to melt and the sausages kind of opened up. So now we're gonna add the barbecue sauce. And I'm just kind of drizzling it down each one. Call these sausage boats or something. I don't know. Something about pork, cheddar cheese, and sweet barbecue sauce that sound weird, but like it's actually really delicious. All right, I'm gonna stick this back in the oven. And yeah, I think that's good. And then I always serve more barbecue sauce at the table too. My strings are gonna be a danger. All right, and I'll show you what they look like at the end. All right, it's been another like 5 minutes, so we're gonna pull them out. Ooh, they look so good. Let me show you. My cheese is kind of spilled out a little bit. That's okay, we'll just scoop that up with a spatula. And delicious, served with some tater tots. And I'm lucky to have a toaster oven here, so I've got roasted Brussels sprouts. You can all in the same oven too, because I do my roasted Brussels sprouts at a really high temperature also. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much for spending time watching, and hit that subscribe button if you would, and we'll see you next time.